Good morning.
Good morning?
Is it still morning? Barely?
Barely.
Hi, Cookie Monster. We are here at an abandoned gas station. Grand Forks behind us over here. Christina Lake ahead. Paulson Summit. Here we come. Had to chain up. We just came over the Paulson Summit. Had to chain up with our load. Came over with a max weight load. Now we got to go back empty. Hopefully it's better than coming over, because I don't want to chain up again.
No, there's no chain up. I looked.
They took the chain up off as we were unchaining. So, hallelujah. And yes, we're doing crazy research into microphones. Jess is digging. Talked to Trucker Josh, got exactly what microphone model number he uses. I don't know if we're going to go for the same thing, but we're going to look into it.
Well, there's starting to be reviews about it. That's what I was starting to watch.
I want to know if you could wirelessly connect that microphone to a DJI Osmo 5. If so, I would buy that Sony microphone with a brand new DJI 5 mic camera. He hooks his microphone into a almost $3,000 DSLR, which would be an awesome purchase to make for the very few times I show you guys my face. It would be better quality video, but that camera wouldn't be great for actual recording driving.
I would make the argument that nowadays you can get 4K video on these.
Yes.
And our DSLR doesn't do 4K probably.
But it's still a better image. It's using an actual lens, an actual... The lens is much higher quality.
Also, the kind of abuse our DSLR we're taking here.
Yeah, but we're looking into it. So everybody complaining about microphones not working, and here's the other thing. Everybody goes, it must be a connection issue. Our microphones are connected to nothing. We are literally recording a microphone that's clipped to our collars and is recording directly onto that device. Why it can't handle bumpy roads and seems to be getting worse and worse with age. Why it can't handle bumpy roads is beyond me. I don't understand.
But yes, there's nothing to it. So it's just a recording.
It's just the vibrations do something in the airwaves that this microphone doesn't like.
No, I do notice that some DJI sites say they have 14-day return policy. I wonder if you can return it if you don't like it.
Buy the new DJI mini microphones, and if I don't like them, just return them.
I wonder if you could do that, test it out for a week. And
these microphones would still be great for vlogging and podcasts. What do you... Oh, there's an actual exit here. Okay, never mind. You're good. You're good. You're good. I appreciate the early signal then. You're good. You did a good job. Thumbs up. I just misunderstood you.
oh dear.
Sometimes we jump to misunderstanding way too quickly, right? So yeah, unfortunately, all of that requires a lot of money. Some of you guys have already been donating money to the extra, to the new microphones. Some I saw a $20 super chat, stuff like that. It all helps go toward the new microphone. So
It's not as easy as just going and buying one because, like you say, it has to work in a noisy truck.
Yes. People, anytime people, I have had nobody, all the complaints I get about my audio and my microphone, when they share a link to what kind of microphone I get, that microphone would not work in a truck this loud. Like, it is loud in here.
It is.
People don't realize how loud trucks are. We're not quiet cars. And then as far as the microphone not working on bumpy roads, that's in our pickup or in the big rig, same exact thing. But this is what I'm thinking. We need to get an Osmo 5 because apparently with that camera, you can wirelessly connect microphones to that camera.
With Bluetooth.
With Bluetooth, which means Jess and my microphone would directly record to that camera. No more audio sync issues, no more echoes. We would have 0 echoes and would fix that instantly. Echoes done, just by buying that new camera. And buying a microphone that does that Bluetooth connections, which the new DJI Mini does.
How many devices can you connect to the Action 5?
I don't know.
Is it one mic or 2 mics?
No. The 2 mics go into the receiver.
Oh, the receiver, okay.
And the receiver sends the signal to the microphone. So 2 microphones would be no problem because we have the receiver. In fact, we can get rid of the echo right now by plugging our receiver into our camera. But that requires a wire, which is absolutely terrible in a big rig like this with vibrations. It just does not work. If you guys are complaining about audio now, holy smokes, it would be unwatchable, unlistenable. We tried it. We had the DJI microphone receiver plugged into the camera. No echo at all. It's pristine, but every little vibration was just so much worse than this. So we're working on it. We just need money, man. I have made no money off of this YouTube channel. I'm actually negative $1,000, a little over $1,000 negative since I started tracking a year ago. 2 years ago? I don't know, whenever I started tracking. We're actually minus over $1,000 right now in money that we spend into YouTube. Just for the trucking channel. Our gaming channel, we're actually minus $4,000. So YouTube is losing me a lot of money. So anyone that says I do this for the money, not yet I don't. Not yet I don't. With the 2 channels, I'm definitely in the negative, and I'm like minus $5,000 in the negative. But that's okay. We slowly pay those off. I keep tracking it. Someday.
The gaming channel is getting there.
Gaming channel is very profitable. In November, the gaming channel was very profitable.
It's just that I needed a new computer, which kind of...
Of course, just because 1 month is profitable, it doesn't pay for all the other money that we've spent into it. It's going to take probably a couple of years to get the gaming channel where it's actually out of the red. But we'll get there.
I think the important thing is we still enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah. if I didn't enjoy this, what's the point of losing $5,000? Having said that, I intend to make that $5,000 back eventually someday. The sooner the better.
Well, like, we're not accounting for inflation, are we?
Yeah, not accounting for any of that, no. Or the Canadian dollar just taking a dive.
Yeah, big dive.
So audio, I promise we're working on it. We're Googling. If we're spending $2,000 on microphones and cameras and upgrading, possibly up to $4,000. We got to make sure we get the right stuff. The more Googling we do, the more expensive it gets.
And the more Googling you do, the more expensive it gets.
That's true.
Mine doesn't get that expensive. Yours does.
So 100% get a new camera that takes Wi-Fi audio or Bluetooth audio.
Yeah.
That fixes the echo problem. That's a huge pet peeve of mine. I want to fix that. And we want to get a new camera anyway. We've been talking about it forever. But getting that camera has the potential of fixing our audio issue as well. Not with these microphones, but with perhaps a 200 set microphone, we could maybe fix the audio. Maybe. I don't know. Is it worth buying the $200 DJI micros just to test it? I wonder if like London Drugs would sell them.
They just got released, so we have to wait a bit.
But if London Drugs does sell them, just buy them from London Drugs, try them just the 1 week. If they don't work, try them on rough road. If they don't work, return them.
Yeah. I was thinking your hot potato camera
Yes.
could technically stay home with me here and there, and I could do some videos too here and there.
Yeah. If you're not holding the hot potato camera, that camera could just follow you. What kind of videos would you shoot at home for your...
Well, it depends on the weather, right? If I would go for a hike or geocaching or...
I love to strap a camera to our ice skates.
That'd be unique.
Are the signs up still? I didn't even look if no cameras, no photos allowed
I don't know.
in the ice rink.
It's there for a good reason, though.
It's a privacy thing, right?
But
There's
not-
little kids.
We get privacy, but also I'm thinking if you had so many other live streaming, just standing in the way as a brick, like trying to do a viral video all the time, it would get annoying.
Yeah. If they do the outdoor ice rink, there's probably no signs there.
No, I think you can do it for the outdoor rink.
It's a public open place. You can't really stop recording there.
I don't think that's set up though yet. No, being outdoors, we need it to be a little bit colder to get it set up.
I don't know if they'll do it. Last year it started really good at Ninja's Dive Bomb. Nobody took care of it after the first couple of weeks.
I think there needs to be more volunteers for it.
The city puts millions of dollars at other crap that doesn't.
Well,
It's useless. Why not throw a couple of thousand at the ice rink?
They help build the ice rink, but it's that they don't maintain it. That's a organization. The rest of it is not city related.
Pay someone $100 to drive the Zamboni once a day.
If they had somebody there and you had to pay a couple bucks to skate every time, I think a lot of us would do it. And that would pay for other things.
Yeah. $1 to come skate. I'd pay for the volunteers.
Yeah. I would say a toonie.
Yeah, toonie to skate.
I'm sure there's some catchy phrase there you can come up with.
How much is it for in the Arena?
$5.
$5 in the arena. A toonie to run the Zamboni.
Say what we're doing? I forgot if you said what we're doing.
No, I haven't said anything what we're doing. So today morning we started in Castlegar, loaded a load for a 1x4 for pallets, chained up on top of Culledson Pass, delivered it in here in Grand Forks, and now we're driving back to Castlegar, empty over the top. Going to go to Klesnikoff Mass Timber, a load of glulam beams that's going back to Burnaby for delivery tomorrow morning, which is not going to happen. Just not going to happen.
No. And of course, we went up empty last night as well, so we went empty from
Kelowna. Yeah, we delivered last night, but that load that we took up the Coquihalla, you guys watched that on Tuesday. That load we delivered in Kelowna, and then drove back over this way empty, over in the dark. Try to take as much speed through this corner as I can to get momentum for the hill. Now, the actual dispatch doesn't have a time written in when we have to deliver this load, just the date for tomorrow.
It also doesn't say tarped, but we know.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a tarp. But I know very well that this chipper 100% absolutely guaranteed wants this load to be tarped.
Yeah.
And the roads are so gross and messy out here, there's no cheating this. Those loads would come in really mucky and muddy when they unload me tomorrow, so they would know if it's not tarped. So I could do malicious compliance and go, didn't say anywhere to tarp it, and not tarp it, but I get paid to tarp it, so I'll tarp it, and it's the right thing to do. Tempting as it is not to.
It's like right now you want to help the boss get, money.
Yeah. Let's not give the company a bad image. Don't let the intrusive thoughts take over.
I've learned my lesson though.
What's your lesson that you learned?
I can help you hang the bungees, but I can't do them tight.
Yeah. You'll just have to slowly learn to do that.
I've tried a few times, and each time my arm's injured for weeks afterwards.
That's because you do the whole trailer. Instead of doing the whole trailer, start with tightening one bungee. If that didn't hurt, next time do 2 bungees. Count it up, 2, 3, until you have a hurt, feel your shoulder. And then keep doing that much until all of a sudden that was, and to slowly build up.
It wouldn't be a problem
You could do it.
if you didn't require them to be so tight.
They technically don't have to be so tight.
Like if they're like very loose, I have no problem doing it.
Chain up area, well, we're not going to chain up. We'll slow down for the corner though. Where do we turn our lockers on? Closer to the bridge?
Yeah, right around after the bridge where it started getting messy. But now that we know the grader was out and about,
Yeah, it might be better even further.
Yeah.
Unless he's still sitting there.
Don't drink so-sos.
I did put the camera outside. I don't know how clean it's going to stay out there. Every time there's oncoming traffic, I know they're making that camera, spraying a little bit of mist into that camera. Here comes another mist.
I will say the top of Bolson is absolutely beautiful.
It is, unfortunately, not as beautiful as last night. A wind came through and knocked a lot of the snow off the trees. Those trees were, the branches were hanging almost straight down last night.
In certain areas it's still like that.
And today, a lot of that was knocked off. But yes, it still looks pretty. We'll take you guys all the way to the summit, to the brake check.
Is that bales?
Huh?
I was trying to think what he had on the trailer.
They could be silage bales.
But it kind of looked like to me. That was a fellow co-worker.
Yep, one of our trapline trucks. Did you see who was driving it?
No, I was looking what he had on the trailer. There is usually you look at who's driving and also what's on the trailer, and then we combine our notes and have it figured out.
A little bit of blue sky up here.
Wasn't expecting that.
No. It's supposed to get really cold this weekend, which I think means lots of blue sky.
Yep, usually.
Clouds clear out and it just gets cold.
Last night was so dark I couldn't even see my whole own hand in front of my face with no light. Like it was just so dark last night.
Yeah, I just go to Jess. Don't have to worry about blinding lights shining into the windshield and preventing us from sleeping.
You do, but you don't.
Oh, I guess when cars go by, but
Yeah. I mean, usually affected more by the lights. One just tells me to close my eyes. And I'm like,
Just close your eyes, then you can't see all the lights.
I'm like, they're still there. They keep me awake. So I put the screen up, and then I don't have a problem.
Let's pull in here and quickly clean the camera lens off.
You're welcome.
Help if I release the brakes. Okay, is that better? Is it nice and clean again? Just watch a big rig just comes by and just missed us right out.
You have to stop jinxing yourself.
I should stop jinxing ourselves. I figure we're about halfway up. It'd be a good time to clean the lens. Food's halfway done too.
Yeah, halfway done. I should put some burgers in there. It's a good lunch.
You'd see snow just falling off the trees. Like all these trees were just covered in snow, and now there's not nearly as much.
You usually wait to the top, and that's what you're thinking of. It's really nice out there still.
Still super pretty. It's pretty cool looking. Final climb to the bridge, cross the bridge to the other side of the valley, and then we got one more climb. I guess technically two, but one more big climb. That's the sketchy part. But it looks pretty thawed out over here, so it's plus 2 degrees Celsius. Still a little hurt.
Hurt?
A little disappointed that they made us chain up coming over earlier.
And behind us, people were just like, CBSE was...
Yeah, CBSE pulled in at the chain up area.
Yeah, like 10 minutes behind us, so...
Enforcing the chain up. Look, sunshine! I see our own channel!
So it's not like you knew if they were going to be out there or not, but they were definitely planning on being out there. You got a rattle over there.
That's a new rattle. I don't like it. It sounds like it's underneath the dashboard. Can't do anything about that.
I'm sure I could, but I don't think the truck will run as well.
Final chain up area. Good misting there. The lights are off.
Oh, you didn't believe me?
If you blink at just the right speed, they're off. For everyone. Even when they're on, if you blink your eyes at just the right speed, you don't see any flashing lights.
Why don't you just close your eyes for 2 seconds?
Then we would be down there in the bottom of the valley.
Well, you'd probably be over there. Over a creek to the left. Why would you go to the right? Go to the left.
Head-on collision. I don't recommend closing your eyes to miss the chain up sign. It's probably a bad idea.
Your grader wasn't parked there, so it's around here somewhere.
This was snow here
It was.
an hour ago.
Look, I don't recall Bear Road being after the bridge.
Nope. Yeah, you can see where they've removed snow, and you can see a little. Yep. The grader's done a good job. Here the grader's not the center lane and pushed it into this lane, so careful with that. These are the trees you're talking about?
No.
No?
No.
Even further up.
Yeah. See blue sky up there. I like that little bit of sun on top. It's pretty.
What we need to invest in, or somebody needs to build a rain away lens for a DJI Action 5 camera.
That was really cool when you showed me.
A rain away lens is basically a lens that spins at really high speeds, keeps snow and rain off of the camera so you can shoot video in bad weather.
Well, here's proof that they're cleaning the road off.
Yep. He's just in my lane too, so I can't really pass him unless he makes more room for me. Made less room for me. We'll be patient. Some plows are crazy courteous, other plows are less so, but hey, he's gotta carry the snow off, right? So.
And he loses momentum if he always pulls over.
No, let him do his job. Next corner has a straightaway. Sure he's got enough room here. Not
No.
quite. Oh, we're gonna get completely sprayed. He's on his side of the road now.
Barely. Well, he spray paints it too with a cone. That's hilarious.
The safety cone on the back of the blade, yeah. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys caught that, the safety cone.
I don't know who's been doing it over here, but they're actually kind of cool 3D looking spray painted cones.
There are lockers on.
And they're actually in like really good spots for the most part.
I'm pretty sure we lost our mirror cam in all that gunk.
There's the grader.
Yep, there's the grader. I believe we're down to our dash cam and our rear facing cam, but that's okay.
Look how beautiful this is.
You know what? The sun hitting these is definitely beautiful. Yeah. Yep. This is definitely magical. This is technically 2 lanes up, but the slow lane is pretty rough, so we'll run in the better lane. Magical. Absolutely magical up here. In the sun like this, those trees are not going to keep that snow on them very long with the sun beating on them like this. So what does the video title? Canadian Mountain Pass after fresh snowfall?
Sure. Beats what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
How many times do you do pulsing in one day? I don't know.
Starting to hit the slushier sections. Definitely pulls you to one side or the other. Definitely gotta slow down a bit in the slush. Magical. I think the rear-facing cam's going to get some pretty cool shots up here.
So these are the trees. Right?
These are the trees you were talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, even them, a lot of the snow has fallen off. But you're right, they're still mostly like it was last night. Yep. It's colder up here. 0 degrees Celsius.
I'm still waiting for a few of them where it's really cool how the top of them is like a curl, like...
Yeah, the flexibility these trees, the branches of these trees require is crazy, because in the summer these branches face kind of up. In the winter they're hanging almost straight down. In the summer they're big wide trees, in the winter they're these narrow pointy little trees. Look at that viewpoint. That is amazing.
I wish you would stop somewhere, but that's absolutely beautiful.
There's some calendar shots right in there. I'm sure the rear-facing cam's got the better shot here.
Up here at the summit is where the trees are always really snowed on, really cool. I'm enjoying this.
Here come the two corners that eat a lot of vehicles in the winter. Gotta always take her easy.
We shouldn't be eating vehicles, that's bad.
People just drive right off the side, lose control and drive right off the side.
Trying to take a photo or two. I got rock chips to deal with, so it's a little bit harder for me.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rock chips on your side. I've got 1, 2, I think. This windshield has got a lot of rock chips, but none of them in the actual line of view for me, but definitely in Jess's line of sight. So there's no barrier here. The snow kind of makes a barrier, but a car can punch right through that and drive right to the bottom of the cliff. It happens almost every winter. No, definitely spinning my tires here on this section. Welcome to the Pulse Summit. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at those trees with the sun like that. You can't beat that. Look how heavy those tree branches are.
I'm glad the sun came out.
Yeah, I'm so glad the sun came out. That's the Pulse Summit. It's all downhill from here. Okay, that's amazing. Sure pays off at the end here. We're gonna call it a day here. I'm gonna stop at the brake check, bring the cameras in. we'll see you guys tomorrow. Who knows where? Who knows where? Probably in Vancouver or something.
I'm like, that's probably where your daylight is.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support. Really appreciate you guys. You guys absolutely rock.
Adios.